Hey everybody, back at the cabin today. We're going to get started on putting our ceiling up. So I'm going to do a batting board like I did the outside, except for vertical stripping, it'll be horizontal stripping. So I'm going to run the lengthways of the cabin with the ceiling and then run that same lengthways with the walls. So the whole concept is I don't have tongue and groove. I didn't put them on a router to make tongue and groove to join them together. Plus two, the wood is still pretty green. So I know once I butt them up, I'm going to butt them up tight, and they'll draw up, and there'll be a gap between the boards. So once I get them put up, I have some leftover flooring material, 1-bys, that's pretty dry. I mean, that's been sitting for months. I'm gonna rip that into, I guess, probably 1.5 inches. We'll look and see. But I'm gonna use that as my batting material to go run in between the joints on everything. So hopefully it'll give it a nice clean look, give it a little bit of structure, hide most of the nail holes, and keep it tight from having exposed gaps between the wood. So that's the game plan. Let's get started. Hey y'all, we're getting up to the attic exhaust fan. I installed this yesterday. It is a quiet, cool thermostat switch exhaust fan. So I have it wired up here. I installed an outlet and I have the fan plugged into the outlet. The wire is running down the ceiling, down the wall into where I have my generator. I'm just put a male plug on the end of the wire so that way I can just plug it straight into the generator. I didn't want to go through another outlet and have a double male plug heating an outlet up in case something happens where an end fell out, and it would be the hot end coming from the generator. So I just have a male plug on the end of this wire hooking into the generator. So if it unplugs, the wire is dead. So we're going to trim out around this. I plan on putting some trim strips for these butts. These boards here, everything right here around this fan is screwed in. I've used casement screws, small head casement screws, so that way in the near future, if I need to get up in here to remove the fan or whatever, service the fan, I can just simply remove these trim pieces and have openings on both sides and be able to get the fan in and out and access the electrical. All right, y'all. The ceilings are done. The planking on the ceilings are done, I should say. So I'm going to end up doing a batting board style. So I got to cut some wooden strips, some batting strips to run to cover the gaps. I know they're going to draw up and open up. So the material's still pretty green, so they're going to shrink. And I know that going into it. So the ceiling and the walls are going to be a batten board style, just like the exterior. So that's on the table to do. I'll do that after I get the wall sheathing put up. That way I'll just run and do all the bats at one time. It should be a fairly quick process because I don't have to measure from stud to stud or joist to joist on the bats. I could just cut them clean and tack them up and go. So that's next on the books. So thank y'all for watching. Please leave a comment. Let me know what you think. And as usual, we will get there.